Okay, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to another round of coffee questions, and today's topic is more of a quick tip than it is anything. We talk about spade bits for a second, so I'm going to just jump right to it. You know, like I always try to not make these big long intros. Somebody asked me a question when I built the patio project, and you've got to go through a 4x4, and back of it I had another 2x4 before I even got to the wall. Then I had to go into the wall, and then I had to put a lag bolt in through all of that so it would secure to a stud in the wall. And you know, how did I do that? Well, okay, I mean, when I had the post and everything lined up to the wall, I didn't have it secured yet, but I had the holes marked where I was going to put, you know, the 3 lag bolts staggered so many feet apart going from the top down. Is I went ahead and I drilled a hole at first. I just drilled a hole. Just like you see here in this piece of wood. I put these 2 holes. It was in one of my last videos, so you can just imagine if this was the 4x4, whatever it was. And then I turned around after that and I used the spade bit. Now, you can use a spade bit, go in as deep as you want to. I went in probably close to half the thickness of that 2x4. And then I was able to put a lag bolt with a washer into that much larger diameter hole. I wouldn't say much, but it was larger. And then you tap on it a couple of times to sit there with your wrench, and it will go through the rest of the wood. But I did use a masonry bit to get through the stucco part. But the point was, is I was able to tighten this down, and it goes all the way deep into the wood, and with the washer, it then sucks the wood up tight to the wall. So on the bench top, somebody goes, well, how did you do that? Because you weren't just guessing. No, I wasn't. What I did, I'm going to use a bit here to show you. I took a spade bit. We have lots of different kinds of spade bits. I just grabbed a few out of my bit box here to show you. But, you know, I got 1.5 inch, 1 inch, there's 11/16, and I think that this is about an 1/8. So, you know, you got an assortment of them. So I knew the bolt the lag bolt that I was going to use, I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to countersink it in so it didn't show. Just something I wanted to do, but I had a lot of them to do, so it's like, well, how did I know the depth all of the time? Well, I'm going to show you here how easy it is to figure out. Plenty of YouTube videos on a lot of this stuff, but if you take a look right here, you'll see that black mark. Okay, now at first, when I did the first one, I drilled in a ways, and then I kind of got a feel for the depth that I wanted, and then I used a marker and I marked that black line. Now, when I turn around and I'm going to start drilling, you know, or I want to bore in to create that countersink, now I can sit here. Where did my glasses go? Put these on. Somebody moved my safety glasses. So. I put this into the wood now, just like this. And if I wanted to, on anything I'm doing, I now created that hole. And I created that countersink part of it, or by using a spade bit, I opened the hole up so when that washer and that lag bolt go in there, when I was securing like the railing to the bench and stuff like that, the bench framing, the bolt's hidden. You don't have to do that. Somebody, you know, texted me and said, hey, look, you know, isn't that going a little overboard and rattled on? Well, yeah, it is. But I mean, look, I was having fun building that massive bench. So that's just the way that I did it, and I got a whole video on how I built that massive bench. So, I mean, you can take a look back at that stuff. I mean, if you want to, quick tip of the day, you can use your spade bits that way. If you're not using them for the reason that I'm telling you, you can still, by marking a line on that spade bit, it's like a depth gauge, but in a hand drill, right? And you just go to town. Okay, that's your quick tip of the day. I hope you guys got something out of it. You know, click subscribe, drop me a comment if you got a better way of doing it, and you know, I hope to see you on the next project. You folks have a great afternoon, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.